Hi everyone, I'm Brittany, and I am talking about Schuylkill County in my community assessment today. So right here in this blue area is a map of Pennsylvania, and this area right here outlined by the red is the community that I'm talking about, or Schuylkill County. There's a total of 144,000 residents. Most of them are actually under the age of 18. However, the second group that has the most people in it are the 45 to the 54-year-olds. Schuylkill County is a mostly white community, and it is highly educated. 90% of the community has a high school education, and 16% of the population has a bachelor's degree. We have a little over half of the population 16 years and older in the workforce. However, despite these numbers, the persons living in poverty is actually at 12.1%. Here's an overview of the crime in Schuylkill County. Most of them are property offenses, followed by assault and drugs. This was obtained from the Uniform Crime Report, and while looking and comparing Schuylkill County to the United States, these are pretty average to low rates. In addition, the community is mostly Christian, with a lot of the people identifying as Catholic, followed by Lutheran, then Methodists. One of the important formal institutions I wanted to talk about is the Schuylkill Area Community Foundation. This is important because it kind of highlights how community organization can really bring attention to important community issues. This foundation highlights individuals and scholarships and local causes, and it allows organizations and individuals to donate to these causes, which is really great. In addition, we have the Schuylkill Community Action, and this is an organization that specifically helps those 12.1% of people in the county who are living in poverty achieve housing, pay for their utilities. They actually do some weatherization of the houses, so, helping houses get insulated for the winter, things like that, as well as to achieve nutrition needs. The Schuylkill County Community Action has an organized food pantry throughout the county. There's 18 different stands, and those 18 different stands serve the various geographical locations of the county. However, it is one organized effort, so I thought that was really cool. And an informal institution that I wanted to talk about was the Elm Street program. And this was just a group of people that came together to renovate the gateway, or the that you see when you are entering the town of Pottsville, which is a town in Schuylkill County. And this picture right here shows what it looked like before. It's like this dumpy little building, and this shows what it looks like after. They painted a mural, they added some parking. In addition, they added streetlights, which makes it more safe, and a small park, which was not there before. And this was not a formal organization at first. It was just a group of people who wanted to make the place better, and they did so. While doing the Good Community Assessment, I have changed my former opinion that Schuylkill County, Pennsylvania is actually a decent community. So it's safe. Going back to those crime statistics that were shown in a previous slide, the crime rates are average to low compared to its total population. In addition, the air quality is a 37 on the Air Quality Index scale, and anything from 0 to 50 is good. So it's not the best, but it still falls in the good range. And it is actually more accepting than I initially thought. There's an organization that I did not previously know about known as the PFIAG, and this offers support and provides a safe space to LGBTQA teens. In addition, they have groups for families and friends of these teens, and it helps to kind of provide education and give that safe space for people to hold constructive conversations. Here's a list of some of the goods and services that you can find in Schuylkill County. Servants to All is a charity. People go there to get emergency shelter, if they need clothes, if they need food, if they need a list of other resources to help them get on their feet. If you go here, you're going to find that. In addition, we have the nonprofit United Way, the Schuylkill County Women in Crisis, which is an organization that caters specifically to women and those in domestic violence situations. The Elm Street program, which I told you about previously. Emergency shelter programs so that we can reduce the homelessness in the county. The food pantry, which I also mentioned in the previous slides. And an organization known as SEPA, which brings about awareness and education on elder abuse to help protect those older residents. Like I said, right now the population, a lot of them do fall in between the 45 to 54-year-olds, but as that population ages, Schuylkill County is going to have a lot of elderly, so that service is very important. In terms of interrelationships and commonalities, we have the Schuylkill County Continuing Education Community, and this focuses on providing diversity trainings for businesses, service providers, and community members. So they also offer sensitivity training. In addition, they also provide sign language classes, which I thought was pretty cool. Again, I wanted to highlight the Elm Street Project, and every year there's an organization that meets to get a walk to end Alzheimer's together. Some changes that I would make to the community is enrichment. This was probably the only noticeably failing area in the Good Community Assessment, for there is only one art museum, there is one theater which shows movies, but only one movie at a time. It's not like a big theater that provides multiple showings at once. There are no close venues for live performances, and live performances, this may include theater or dance, drama, music, things like that. And there's also very limited dining and shopping. And at the bottom here, you'll see a picture that I actually took when I was going out for lunch. And it's from a Mexican food truck, which has the best burritos, but it says, "Mexican food so good, Trump wants to build a wall around it." I just kind of thought that was a little silly. And here are my references. And I want to thank everyone so much for taking the time to view my presentation.